Now we try to solve some simple problems involving Newton's laws. So we have got a pulley, one mass M1 is hanging here, another mass M2 is hanging here. Say M2 is greater than M1. So this is the diagram. Next step is to fix the consistent direction of acceleration. So this will accelerate down, this will accelerate up. Now we have to draw the free body diagram of each of these objects. Okay, in all our discussions, the pulleys are massless and the strings also are massless. So we draw free body diagram of M1. For anything having mass, weight will act through the center of gravity vertically downwards. So M1G will be acting like this. For anything connected by a string, tension will act away from the body under consideration and along the string. These are the forces acting on M1. The acceleration is in the upward direction. So obviously this force must be greater than this force. So the net force acting on the body is E minus M1G. Always the force which is in the direction of the arrow of acceleration is having greater magnitude than the forces in the opposite direction. So write this force first, put a minus sign and then write this force. E minus M1G is the net force. And this will be equal to mass into acceleration. So this will be M1A. So this is our first equation. Now we draw the free body diagram of M2. On M2, again it is having mass, so weight will act vertically downwards. Since it is again connected by a string, tension will act along the string and away from the body under consideration. And the acceleration of M2 is in the downward direction. So this force is greater than this force, so we write this force first. Put a minus sign, write that force, and that will be equal to mass into acceleration. This is equation number 2. Now we have got two equations. We have to solve for tension and acceleration. We add the two equations. Tension will vanish. So you get M2G minus M1G equal to M1 plus M2 into A. So A comes out to be M2 minus M1 G by M1 plus M2. This is the equation for acceleration. Now to get tension, we can use any of the two equations. Use equation 1, tension is equal to M1 A plus G. So M1 multiplied by acceleration 9 plus G. So we simplify this, we will see that M1G will cancel out. And if we simplify this equation, we get the tension as 2M1 M2G by M1 plus M2. So the tension in this case is 2M1 M2G by M1 plus M2. Acceleration is M2 minus M1 within brackets into G by M1 plus M2. Now there is a simple way to get the acceleration. Acceleration is equal to driving force by total mass. Here M2G is trying to drive the system in this direction. M1G is trying to oppose that. So net driving force is M2G minus M1G. So acceleration is equal to M2G minus M1G by the total mass, M1 plus M2. So we get the same result for acceleration. Now let's take another problem. So you got a system like this. This surface is frictionless. This is a 1 kg block and this is a 1000 kg block. Will the 1 kg block accelerate down? Yes or no? This is 1000 kg and that is 1 kg. So will the 1 kg block be able to make the 1000 kg block slide this way and come down? No, that is wrong. You must understand, because of this 1 kg block, tension will act in this string. This tension will be same if the string is massless, same at all points. So now this tension acting on this block is trying to slide the block. This tension is against this frictional force, which is 0. The weight of the block does not come into picture. This weight automatically gets balanced by the normal reaction. So whatever be this mass, if this surface is frictionless, this mass will always be able to move down and make this block slide to the right. Right? Forces in perpendicular directions don't affect each other. Same way, suppose you look at this duster. I apply a force in this direction. Now the duster is remaining in position. So which force is balancing the weight of the duster? Is it my force or normal reaction or something else? No, it is not my force or the normal reaction, because they are perpendicular to the weight of the duster. The weight of the duster is getting balanced by the frictional force between the duster and the board. If this surface was frictionless and if I applied a force like this, the duster will never remain in position. Please understand that the weight of the duster is getting balanced by the frictional force. My force is getting balanced by the normal reaction. Even though the frictional force and normal reaction are related, but the duster is remaining in position, the weight is getting balanced due to the frictional force. So forces in perpendicular directions don't affect each other directly. But there is a mathematical relationship between normal reaction and friction that we will study later. So this weight is acting down, so this will accelerate down, and because it is connected by a string, this will accelerate this way.